State of Illinois says more than 1,000 COVID-19 tests are prepared each day and hope to increase that number in the days ahead. Some sick people are still running into roadblocks when they try to get tested. CBS 2's Tim McNicholas met a mom and a boy in the western suburbs who have been fighting for a test for days.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. Still a little pain in the chest, but not as much as it was earlier.
11-year-old Indigo from Darien first started feeling sick last week, and his mom, Neriga Valkunis, took him to the doctor Friday. They were worried because one of his siblings recently had strep throat.
Sinuses, he had a sore throat, but nothing that said that it was strep.
They were also told Indigo did not have the flu. By Tuesday, he'd developed a cough.
And I kind of ran upstairs after about 5 minutes, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I can't breathe." And I said, "What?" And he's like, "I'm having a hard time breathing."
I couldn't breathe, I could barely get any breath.
He wound up in a hospital where more tests were conducted to verify he did not have the flu or strep, but no COVID-19 test. That would require state approval.
They go, even if we take the test, we have to call the IDPH, and they're the ones that decide if we can send it in or not.
A doctor gave them this note saying the whole family should quarantine for 2 weeks to avoid contagion.
And you sit here going, do I have it? Do I not?
She says things got even worse, and Thursday he went to another hospital. They said he had some kind of virus, but no specifics. The hospital is now waiting on their test results, and if they can rule out other illnesses and get approval from the state, then they'll test for COVID-19.
How can we get true numbers? How can we know how serious this is if we're not conducting the test?
The governor's office says more than 1,000 people are being tested per day in Illinois, and the state soon hopes to increase that number to more than 2,000. Part of the problem may be that Indigo has not met the rapidly changing criteria, or that he has not had all the main symptoms. He has not had a fever, and his family cannot confirm he's ever been exposed to someone with COVID-19. Indigo has struggled with asthma his whole life, but he says this felt much different.
I thought I would not have enough air to survive while going to sleep.
COVID-19 or not, he's staying put inside with his mom and siblings. Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 News.
To be clear, some people who don't have all the symptoms are still being tested. The state also says in some cases with a doctor's guidance, you can get commercial testing if the state will not test you. That mom says she has the doctor's note. Now she's calling around to see if she can make that happen.